Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a True Kings podcast. It's your host, King LJ, back at it once again. You feel me? But anyway, today I wanted to come on here and talk about a little mature topic. You feel me? I wanted to talk about knowing your worth. A lot of us nowadays tend not to know what our worth is. So, I've been struggling, trying to figure out my worth for the last few years. And last year is probably the most I struggled with it. But this year, I've really come to terms on what that is, and it's in the name of my main channel. It's in the name of my podcast channel, King. You know what I'm saying? I understand my worth. I grew up being told I was a king by my family, by my friends, and it's time that I help you all figure out your worth. You feel me? As I continue to learn mine. If you heard me say, not just on here from past from my first episode on this channel, but even my main channel, the one thing I've said is this year is all about self improvement and growing as a person. And this is definitely how we grow. Knowing your worth as a human being, knowing that you're worth so much more than what some people may feel like you're deserved. Um, yeah, so basically with me, I've dealt with several things over the course of the last few years, personal, non personal, seeing things on the internet, seeing things that make me feel like I'm worthless. I know you all deal with the same thing. By the way, this is going to be probably pretty short episode. I just wanted to go ahead and get it out. But, just seeing different things, dealing with different things that make us feel like we're not worth what we feel like we should. You feel me? Whether it's whether it's you go to a job, you get rejected from that job, whether it's you don't make a sports team you wanted to make, whether it's you get cut from a sports team you didn't want to make, whether it's you get rejected by a girl, whether you get rejected by a dude, whether you lose the relationship you wanted, whether it's by your parents, your family, it don't matter. We've all have dealt with something that makes us feel like we're not worth it. And basically, I wanted to come on here and talk about, tell you guys that you are worth it. You are definitely worth it, but you have to prove to yourself that you're worth it. One thing, some things you need to do to make you feel like you're worth it, and I'm still taking these steps. If you remember on my main channel, I did a video. I don't remember what it was called. It was like back in January or February, and I made this video. But basically I said you gotta take these. I'm improving myself in these 4 steps, okay? The first step is spiritually, the second step is mentally, the next step is physically, and the next step is financially. That, to be honest, that's the basic ways to improve, but you also gotta figure out things around that as well. Figure out where you can implement those 4 things into helping yourself feel like you're worth something so much more than what others have made you feel in the past. Like me, for example, one thing that has always made me feel like I'm worth a lot is buying new clothes and jewelry. I love buying new clothes and jewelry. I love figuring out my style and everything. I just threw on this simple shirt today. I got this shirt like 3 years ago, but just it's a cool little design shirt. You feel me? But it's something light. But anyway, I love figuring out my style and my jewelry. And every single time I go out and I buy a new chain, I buy a new shirt, I buy some new pants, or I buy some new shoes, right? It makes me feel like that, I'm worth something. Whenever I put those clothes on, I always get the biggest smile on my face because I'm excited. Listen, y'all. I get very excited when I get some new clothes because, hey, listen, I like to go out and take some new IG photos. You feel me? Whenever I get some new clothes that I love wearing and I really like the way it looks, oh, best believe I'm about to go take some IG photos in the next few days or whatever, or literally that day. I got to. Then I got to figure out the right caption and everything. Like, I love doing that. And it makes me feel like I'm worth a lot more than what others have made me feel in the past. Another thing is that makes me feel a lot like I'm worth a lot more is getting my body right. Like I said, I go to the gym a lot. Um, I didn't go today. My body is extremely sore from playing basketball yesterday. My arm is actually bruised and swollen. My legs, my leg is actually swollen too. I actually got a few cuts on my body. I would show y'all, but I ain't trying to, what I'm saying, go crazy like that. But I thought I was gonna go to the gym this morning. I woke up, got a little motivated. Believe it or not, it's because it was something that made me feel like I didn't know my worth in the past. I thought about it, saw something, made me almost get up and go to the gym. But then I realized I could barely walk. So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the gym tomorrow, get a good workout in tomorrow. And it's good. I can take a couple of rest days. I didn't go to the gym yesterday, but I did go and hoop yesterday, so I got a lot of cardio in. But I didn't actually go to the gym to lift no weights. Tomorrow, definitely gonna go into the gym and get them weightlifting in. But I love the way my body looks now. My body. You guys probably aren't able to tell. You can clearly see the beard been growing out my beard and stuff, but you guys probably aren't able to tell how my body actually looks. If you go to my IG, you see me working out and everything. My Instagram is actually it's LJ Johnson official. You feel me? Make sure you go follow that. But basically, I got a lot of videos of me working out, a few Instagram photos on there, and you can tell just by the Instagram photos, just by the videos of me working out, is I've improved my body a lot this year so far. I take several steps from late weightlifting to now trying to implement cardio into my routine. But going to the gym, then coming home, and then like checking on my body a few days, like or over the course of these last few months, seeing the improvement that I've made in my overall health and in my physicality to everything, it really just it makes me feel like I'm worth a lot more than what I normally am. And it makes me feel very happy within myself and things of that nature. Another thing that makes me feel like I'm worth it is, of course, just people in general. Like I said, a lot of people will sit there and they'll make you feel like you're not worth it. A lot of people will make you feel like that you're just not it. You know what I'm saying? People come and tell me all the time now, and I guess probably because they've seen how I've been over the course of this past year. And but they've been telling me this for years now, and now is I feel like this year they've definitely been more vocal about it. And I mean, like, people other than my parents. My parents have told me this for years upon years upon years. My grandparents have told me this for years upon years upon years. But people at my job, people at my church, my friends, all that, a lot of people have told me just this year how much they value me and how much they look up to me and how much they consider me a leader. And that makes me feel like I'm very much worth it because you know a lot of a lot of times I did not hear that in the past from people. My family would always sit there and tell me that I need to be this way and things of that nature. But you know, as soon as I started doing that, and as soon as I started like really focusing on myself and learning things about myself and becoming more intuitive with myself, I've really become more so this leader for myself and others. I feel, and it's made me feel more worth it. Um, Is there anything else? Yeah, there was one more thing. I don't even remember what the last thing was, y'all. But yeah, that's kind of what it was. And I really kind of wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about knowing your worth because that's just a lot of us don't know our worth nowadays. Nowadays, I try to tell people, hey, look, you're worth it, but they just don't believe me or whatever. But trust me, you're worth it. And one day, we all go through. Okay, I'll tell you this. Tupac Shakur said something years ago. I don't know what year he said this. Pretty sure you all have probably heard this quote, but he said, remember one thing, whenever there's a dark night, there's a bright day after that. You know, that quote, I heard that quote the end of last year, uh, right before New Year's. And that was some of the worst pain. I was going through some of the worst pain I ever felt in my life. I've explained that in the past. And hearing that quote really uplifted me to become a more so in tune person with myself and to really help me throughout this year is anytime I feel upset about something, hurt about something, it makes me feel worth it knowing that tomorrow there's going to be a brighter day. I'll just, y'all want to know an example? This is what I was going to say. This is a prime example of that quote right here. Last week, this is actually what I was hinting to earlier, right? Last week, I was sitting there, and some old photos of me and a certain person popped up from last year, and it made me upset. Seeing that person with somebody else now, it you know it's not fun and it sucks, and I'm happy for or whatever. But the one thing that happened was for the last week. I've been kind of down. Been kind of down in my feelings or whatever, just thinking about what we had last year, the sorrow and everything, just being sad, thinking about, and it made me feel not worth it, and it made me feel like back. It made me lose sight of what I accomplished all this year so far. I accomplished all good grades in college in my sophomore year of college. Got to take one more class this summer. I'm going to get a good grade in that too. Saying that right now. I accomplished all good grades. Went to the gym, improved my body. You know, People looked to me as a leader now and became more knowledgeable and more passionate to a lot of different things. And I become even closer to God as well. And that is made me very proud of myself. But seeing that made me lose sight of that, and it made me feel like kind of how I felt back in December, which is this pain in my heart just back, right? And but over the course of the last week, specifically yesterday, uh one thing I wanted to do heading into the summer with this last class I have to take is I wanted it to be an online class. Want to know why? Because doing an online class allows me the free time to kind of do whatever I want, and then of course take a day or two, get all that work done and get it out the way, right? And then go back to doing what I want for maybe like a month or 2 weeks, and then boom, getting that work done again. Gives me a lot of free time, right? Well, guess what? I wasn't really able to do that. You know, I went to go get registered for my summer class this past week, and there was no online class available. There was virtual classes where you can take the class online, like they see your face and everything, and you can go into the school and take it in person as well. Those were the only ones left, but those were scheduled. You feel me? And I didn't want to do that because that's still like, dang, that's time I really gotta, you know what I'm saying, dude. I was hoping to have more free time this summer, but then all of a sudden on Tuesday, I went back to look to see about this class to finally make the payment for that class, and the teacher had canceled that class, so I didn't have that class anymore. So I had to get registered for another class of the same, subject. And then I saw there was this new online class that freed up. If a new online class that freed up. So I went and I clicked on that class quick. I paid off the payment, and now I got free time this summer that I wanted. All right. And then last week I put in an application to this college that I'm going to. This four-year university. This four-year university. And I sat there just thinking to myself, because I ain't gonna lie, people were making me nervous thinking that I probably wouldn't be able to get in because my GPA isn't of the caliber that online had said it was needed, right? And I was sitting there, I was like, dang, like, can I get in? I'm kind of nervous, right? Can I get in? And then as of yesterday morning, I got an email back saying that I got into the college. I got accepted into that college. I got accepted into the college, y'all. And I'm excited, right? I got accepted into this 4-year university. And here's the kicker, I might only have to go for 2 years. My counselor told me if I continue to if I, of course, keep at the pace I'm at right now, keep the uh good grades and everything, of course, the pace, continue to talk to my advisor over at this 4 university, I might be able to get my bachelor's degree in just 2 years. In just 2 years. And then on top of that, after that, I might go. I'm still thinking about it. But after that, I'm thinking about going to film school. I want to learn how to film, create like TV shows and movies and stuff. Learn how to write and direct. I want to learn how to do that. That's a blessing, y'all. That makes me really happy thinking about. But it really reminds me that like I am worth something, bro. You just have to be patient and understand what your worth is, because at the end of the day, it's like all because these people don't believe in you, these people think you're not worth their time or think you're just not worth it enough to continue to be with or whatever, one day something is going to happen if you just believe in it, pray about it, and continue to trust in yourself. Then, and of course, God, of course, mainly trust in God. If y'all believe in God, like how I do, mainly trust in God. But of course, put the trust in yourself and believe that you can get what you need to get done, right? Then you're worth something. That's why I view myself as a king now. Like I understand like people can come into my life and they can sit there and not believe in me, but at the end of the day, it's like what who are they not to believe in me, honestly? What have I'm not saying what they've done, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that's their opinion. Who cares what they think? I'm at the point now where I'm like, yo, oh, that person doesn't want me on their team. Okay. That person doesn't want to give me the job. Okay, I'll go find another one. That girl who I was madly in love with at that point in time, oh, she doesn't want me, but she thinks that dude's better than me and wants to be with him. Okay. It's fine. I don't care, bro. I'm on a path to greatness. Just like y'all. Trust me, y'all. If you watch my channel, I promise you, if you continue to believe in yourself and everything, you are on a path to greatness. You are worth something. You are worth so much more than what these people who doubt you tend to know. Trust me. But anyway, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about. That's crazy. I said it's going to be a short video. This video basically just as long as the last video. But anyway, remember, this is the True Kings podcast. Make sure y'all go follow the Instagram. Just type in, when y'all go to Instagram, just type in a True Kings podcast. Shit pop up. You feel me? Also, like I said, if you go to my Instagram, LJ Johnson Official, you know, I'm probably gonna end up linking the True Kings podcast there to Instagram there as well. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Remember, you're worth something. You're worth something that these people won't ever understand until it's too late. And yeah, y'all continue to stay safe and stay blessed. Let's get it.